My name is Susan, and welcome to the Scent of Beauty. This video is titled Psychological Bravado. And the reason for that title, it's because I saw a speaker over the weekend asked an individual in the audience a question, a blanket question, and this individual answered, and of course it was wrong. It was not the correct answer. And I immediately thought about craps, the game of craps, the guessing game, the game that is built on a hope based on 1 out of 6 chances of winning. This individual the individual in the audience didn't say to the individual that asks that question, I don't have enough contextual information to make an informed decision. So she just simply answered. And while it was visible that, what she walked away with was a little embarrassment, but how often have we rolled the dice and given an answer based on the feeling, the pressure to come up with the right answer without knowing the total context. The wages that many individuals have placed on a hunch. It looks like, it feels like, so it must be hunch that cause their psyche to lose stability, sensibility, because they opted to roll the dice based on superficial odds. We have heard that the devil is within the details. So that tells us to use caution instead of just rolling with the punches. The possibilities in the game of craps is not in an individual's favor. And we as individual keep guessing through going against the odds of our well-being. We find ourselves very often in a psychological matrix, wondering and making statements like, I'm so confused, I don't know what to do. And so how often have I heard, I think I'm going crazy, because we have been caught in a trap where we have wagered more than we are gaining. As I stated before, that blindsided question didn't cost that individual much, mostly embarrassment, but that is not a life-changing occurrence. That was just an exception to the rule of craps. The bank is systematically set. The bank is systematically created for the majority to lose. That's the game of craps. Psychological bravado is when we brag, but not verbally. So it's not primarily verbally are we bragging and boasting and this over the top courage uh, that we express. The psychological bravado that I'm talking about is the confidence that, individuals show in order to impress other people. That's what this individual did in the audience, gave an answer, threw out an answer to impress those around her. But it only showed me that ignorance is not only the lack of information, but the willingness to admit it. The psychological crap game that we play with our psyche, it's many times it's unnecessary and it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous and it's very impulsive. And majority of those moments that we roll the dice and throw them out, it really does stem from seeking admiration to show how smart, how bright, how brilliant we are. We release the scent, the pheromone of impulsivity, of recklessness, with no thought for our own well being, our real scent of beauty. We treat our psyche like a boulder, a rock, a stone. And I mentioned in other videos, our psyche is so precious and so vulnerable that a crap game have caused so many individuals that didn't know when to stop and to know their limitation to end up with insanity. The scent of modesty is basically what I came away with, and that's what I wanted to introduce as a scent of beauty is modesty. To estimate, our own ability, not claiming the attention by looking for, our number to come up so other people around us can, we can join into an excitement and we could share an exciting moment. But in actuality, consciousness coupled with a conscience for oneself, that pheromone is amazing. And others feel the authenticity when we release those messages. Our psyche deserve to be sound, and that soundness stems from our minds and our emotions and our ability to be comfortable in not playing games that people invite us to. Sometimes it's not even out of malice, it's out of habit. I like circumspect. I like to sit down and to ponder and to have a moment, a pause, to gather my thoughts, because that's the gift that we have as human beings, that we are able to gather information together and draw a conclusion that we can support versus playing a crap game that we wager so much that it costs us more then we have to give. We have various pathways that we can follow that support us, and based on based on chances that will benefit us, that moves us out of the matrix, the world of games, craps, hoping for a good hand when we have a fit, functional psyche that can create the scent of beauty, and we don't have to guess, hoping with the odds not in our favor. We have endless resources in our psychological world, just waiting for us to change the odds. Thank you.